What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Yippee yip skip skip biggity bow wow.
Okay. All right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Solid through and through.
Different,
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
Top.
No burnt edges. It wasn't like the middle was only good. The whole everything was good. The crust.
Topical.
Looks like it's going to be a good.
Topical.
I didn't even
Bonus points.
catch on to that.
I was enamored with its flow. I didn't need it to be topical.
It wasn't even very rough.
It was
That was
okay.
That was
Bow wow.
That's
that
another
was
dog joke.
another dog joke.
Got anything else?
I will. But right now I feel a little
Give
collared.
me some time. I gotta. Oh, what?
I don't know. I'm just,
I feel a little collared.
yeah.
Is
yeah,
that what
no,
you
I mean it's fine. Like
Is that something anyone has ever said?
if he had said muzzled, it would have been way better.
Yes.
Well, stick
But it was-
around. we got a long show for you here, Spitwads.
Welcome into the Spitballers Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at SpitballersPod, Instagram.com/SpitballersPod. Today we are drafting the best dog breeds.
Yeah, baby.
I am drafting them entirely based off of one thing that I will reveal later
Oh man,
Well,
my interest.
because I
is
don't know a
piqued.
lot
I-
about dogs.
I hope that it is aesthetics because I believe that, well, I guess behavior is sometimes taken into account, but most people when they get a dog, they're like, that's the dog I like to look at.
I
You
hope it is
can't-
purely weight.
You can't muzzle my opinions.
Oh.
Would
Okay,
you
all right,
rather-
All right, quit hounding it right now. Let's let that.
What? Where are you? You're just throwing in dog words.
Yeah.
Somebody put Jason on a leash.
Okay,
please.
that's a good one.
All right. I'm gonna work on it though.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
keep
you
this
did.
up.
I feel like you worked on that one and it
Someone
didn't come out
snipped
right.
this guy's ears. Like what? It's not something people say.
Yeah. I get it. I'm gonna work.
Quit tailing around.
Yeah. See, that was a real good one, Mike.
Oh, we've got to neuter these jokes.
Oh, there it
Would
is.
you rather the Situation Room? Lots going on. Better hit this button right about now.
Would you rather?
I didn't think there would be a category of that was bad even for us, but we were entering that category. Graham from the website, would you rather spend 10 hours in a 10 by 10 room with 100 people inside or 3 hours in a 30 by 30 room with just you and an alligator? This is quite...
Oh man, this took a turn I
I didn't
not
expect the...
see coming because a 10 by 10 room with 100 people. Can you fit 100 people in a 10 by 10
Yeah.
room?
That's where we got to start.
I mean, you can fit...
That's 100 square feet.
So, and how many square feet
I mean,
does
you're
like
basically-
an average person need?
Well, I take up more than one, so I take up at least 1.5
You will
square
be
feet.
touching
Probably 2 square feet.
You're
and how long
touching.
is this?
for 10 hours.
Oh my!
Now, the alligator thing is, honest question, 30 by 30, can I evade an alligator?
not for 3 hours.
Yeah, not when he gets hungry. You
mean,
can
look-
evade an alligator a little bit. Like we see videos of people that can, run away, and he's not going to
Yeah.
just chase you down forever like his life depends
And,
on it.
and 30 feet, that's a good run. I mean, that's a little bit of, like, can you jump over an alligator?
You can try.
I mean, like, if worse comes to worse, can I jump up and try to land on its snout and then, like, hold it shut?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely
So if I capture the alligator, I could hold it closed for 3 hours.
theoretically, yes,
Theoretically.
because their jaws, like the muscle of the jaws, go the other direction for ours. So
Which
you can,
I heard you can. It's
so you can hold it closed. Yes, but I mean, first you have to get there.
Can I wait for it to fall asleep?
There is a chance that the alligator just hangs out for 3 hours and does nothing.
Yeah, I want to know the last. I need the
last
feeding
meal?
schedule. I need to know, was this guy just fed? He's coming in full. Might be a little groggy. Is not starving, or like, yeah, he last ate Tuesday, and go.
Now, in the 10 by 10 room, Jason, how many farts will you emit during 10 hours?
It won't matter. The BO in that room will fart. You can fart away.
You know,
Because you're not smelling any of those gases.
we have talked a lot about, Jason, go ahead. Answer the question.
I mean, you're smelling everything. That the heat in that room.
Yes.
The heat in that room, there's not an air conditioner or a refrigerator powerful enough. 100 people in 100 square feet.
What's your FPH?
Feet per.
No, your fart per hour.
Oh.
What are you emitting? I just want to know if you'll suffocate in
I'm
here.
probably a 3 or 4 FPH. So 3.5 FPH. But the problem is there's no way in this room over 10 hours you're getting 0 farts. That's
So many.
That's impossible.
Well, if everybody has a standard FPH of about 1 to 2 and you're at 4, there's
Wait.
probably some other.
Do you think that's a realistic
No,
number?
not
I
at
didn't
all.
either.
No, it's probably like 0.25.
Yeah, that seems a little too high.
Depends on your diet.
Depends
But
on the intake, yeah.
what I was going to say is that let's say you're in that situation, you're with the 100 people. We don't talk about BO enough. We talk a lot about other smells.
Yeah.
But some of the worst situations you can find yourself in are like I've had recently HVAC contractors come to the house. Long project, long part of the day.
So working that manual labor, that blue collar life.
Up in the attic.
Yeah.
They're
in the attic?
They're going to get stinky.
Yes, they are.
But then they want to hang out and kind of introduce you to their work and what they've done.
Yeah. Show you around a while.
And so it's like, on one hand, I need to know how to use the thing they installed. On the other hand,
sir, can you write this down, please?
you are emitting an odor that is permeating the fabrics on my furniture.
Please don't point up there. Keep your arms to your side.
Yeah. So, I mean, it
would be a problem.
What's your worst BO situation? Have you ever had one when you knew that you were emitting? Maybe you forgot deodorant that day and you are stuck / trying to find a way to hide?
I mean, certainly there have been like, oh, you forgot deodorant and there is none available and you're like, oh, crap. And you take that little whiff and you're like, oh, crap.
The smell fee.
And then what happens from that point is your elbows are so locked to your hips or to your sides that you start creating more problems.
Because it's getting sweatier.
Absolutely. You are sweating so much.
Like you could trap it.
You're nervous. It's hot. And so now it's getting worse and worse and worse. And you know if your arm goes up, it's a real problem. So I think we've all been there, but I don't. In those situations when I'm trying to avoid people.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not one to walk close to someone but there have been times where you are around someone else who's doing something like you just said, showing you around. I remember once I was at a store. I was a worker, and there was a patron that I had to help. And this patron could not have had a home. And I believe they did, but they did not use it. They did not use their showers or bathtubs in as long as
ancestral. Got it.
Yeah. And wow, they were so smelly and I didn't know what to do. Like the whole aisle of this retail store.
You can leave a was it like a Pepe Le Pew type of
like
trail?
A skunk trail?
Yeah, a skunk trail.
So I managed to Google something and this socialtables.com came up and it was how many square feet per person standing. 6 square feet per person is a good rule of thumb for a standing crowd. So if you have 100 people,
6 square feet.
If you have 100 people, you should plan for 600 square feet
for a party.
For that's
not a concert.
No, but I'm saying like that's the rule of thumb. So and you know how much space you have at a cocktail party. It's not always a ton.
A human emits 80 to 1,050 watts of thermal energy.
I'm trying to figure out.
Haven't you ever heard the saying of like, 1 human equals 100 watts?
Have I heard that? No.
No, I mean I've heard people say that you emit the amount of like a light bulb, like a certain wattage of light bulb and heat emit. I'm just trying to think about how hot it's getting.
It's going to be. It will be terrible. It will be absolutely awful for 10 hours. You will be squished. You'll be shoulder to shoulder. You'll be tummy to tummy. Everything's gonna be a really big problem, but you will live
because of the alligator
for 10 hours.
There.
But right, the alligator is not in this 10 by 10 room. But if you're in a room with an alligator, I mean, you have high probability of death
And I can't think of a whole lot of ways worse to go
Than an alligator?
than being chomped alive by sharp teeth.
Right.
Let's think about this. I know we're teasing out different things, Jason. You're bringing up that being the worst way to die.
One of, yeah.
It's a pretty bad way to go.
But do you die?
Oh, yeah. You bleed out.
But I'm thinking like most of the time these alligator kills, they grab you, they pull you under the water, and they spin you.
Right. Well, you drown.
Right round.
Yeah. If you're in water, it's going to drown you. If you're on just land, you're going to bleed out. Because I don't know if the alligator's going to go for throat, like where it's like instinctual for a dog.
I know what to do.
Oh, that's great.
This is great news.
I know what I would do.
Whenever I'm encountering an alligator,
No,
what should I do?
I have the key. And by the way, Brooks, I didn't know you pretty scared of alligators?
They might be like my tops, like Jason and spiders. Luckily,
Really?
I don't have to encounter them, but
Yeah, luckily, no.
They're not
you
crawling
don't
on your walls.
There's not just an
But-
alligator in the corner.
they are so terrifying.
But here's what you do. You give them part of your body that won't kill you as a donation.
Oh, that's called an appetizer, my friend.
Yeah.
You are piquing
You're-
their
yeah.
interest.
You
You're
think
making it
there's-
hungry.
But look, they've got two.
Well, what are you giving it? Like, are you ripping your ear off? What
no,
are you doing
give
here?
them your leg, man.
How? You want to know how you give them your leg? You go up to the alligator and have him start chopping on you. This is not
That's what
good
I mean.
advice. Not good advice.
When an animal could bite you in the neck, you let them bite you in the arm.
The arm is fine, but your leg, like, what's the artery? What's the
Femoral?
Your femoral. Whatever.
I've moved
The
to
one
arm.
in like
I've shifted
in the
to
war
the,
movies
to
where
the
they have
arm.
to they have to clamp it closed, or like, oh, this person's going to be gone real soon.
Is there any way you can grab the tongue? Can you hold on to their tongue and like pull their tongue?
Yeah, but then
I
they
think you
will
want-
also they'll be holding onto your arm at the exact same time, and I
Right.
think
I'm the only one thinking outside the box here.
hey, well, you are.
How
So you're
long
gonna be in the-
can you swing an alligator around by the tail? Okay, because so long as you're swinging, that mouth is far from you. Can I do that for 3 hours?
Can you lift an alligator?
Does the alligator enjoy it, and then are you friends afterwards?
Right. Maybe I made a
Like
I made a pal.
Helicopter ride, and then it's just like hissing at you. What's
Adult
another ride?
males are 500 pounds.
Oh, you're toast.
He goes straight for the tail thing and he just starts. He just chomps you.
I can't imagine.
Better hope you get a
anything
female.
More terrifying.
What are they, like 400?
200.
Really?
Yeah.
Them some big boys.
Wow, that is a big size discrepancy.
500 to 200 pound usual difference.
Did something just fall down on our set?
Something fell off the
Yeah.
wall. I don't know what it was.
Someone let us know later.
It's okay. No one cares. I'm going to go with the alligator. I'm going to give him my arm.
I'll go in the room.
Oh, man.
I am going to have the rest of my life looking back at the horrific, traumatizing situation I had in the room with the people, but I will look back
Yes.
and be alive. So I will choose the 100 people and the 200
and, I
degrees.
mean, like, when you're done with that room, then going on like a subway. That's going to be nothing.
This is easy.
Yeah. You're just desensitizing yourself for the future.
I'm figuring this alligator out. It ain't getting me.
I mean, you got to close the mouth. That's you.
Well, I really think that we have this happen. We come out, we're dehydrated, we're barely conscious, and Andy just strolls out because the alligator slept for 3 hours. Like, that's what's going to happen.
If you can catch it while it's sleeping, you can
Offer it a pillow. Like, give it all, just wrap all your clothes up and like lift its head up and just shh.
If you get to bring one item
sleeping
in
bag?
with you, what item would you bring in
with the alligator.
with the alligator?
Ooh.
Stilts.
Oh, that's not a bad one. That's really not a bad one. Or
It's probably knocking my stilts down.
yeah, you'd need more like a ladder. I don't think he would knock the ladder down.
Like just a plain aluminum one? The 500-pound croc or alligator is taking
I'm not
that
saying he
thing.
couldn't, but I don't know if his brain
It
would.
is.
Do you die if you're in a whole suit of armor?
No.
Like knight's armor? Because it will grab you and
No,
it will,
I don't think it can
it'll
puncture
spin
it.
you around and stuff.
But you don't get a full suit. You get one piece of the armor.
Right, yeah. What
So, like,
piece are you grabbing?
chest plate?
Probably the legs.
Yeah, the legs.
Probably the legs.
Because it will go for the legs first, right?
Yeah.
It can't jump, right? These aren't jumping alligators.
I don't know. Now I have like
Can
this,
an alligator
can
jump?
Can it go up on its tail?
I'm not even sure it can turn
Can
like
it do that?
If it can't turn at a hard enough right angle, I can get away from this thing.
I think
If they do gradual lefts, I'm good.
I'm not sure if that's actually true or just a myth.
Oh, I'm just making it up right now. I don't know if it's true. It just looks like the kind of thing that can't take a hard right.
But
They
they're
can
very
jump.
They're very fast.
I know they're straight line speed though, right? They've
They're-
never seen me juke.
Yeah.
Can they handle a crossover?
Let's see,
Probably not.
35 miles an hour.
Welcome to the alligator hour.
35 miles an hour on land?
Yeah.
No,
They get tired quickly though.
That Tyreek Hill can't do that. What?
Yes, that's a really fast
What a
animal.
monster.
500 pounds running 35 miles an hour. Dinosaur after you.
So I guess I'm
That
just,
is a dinosaur.
It's terrible.
They can also jump 5 to 6 feet.
No,
No, they
That's
can't.
what I'm reading.
That's probably from water.
No,
That's
I mean,
what-
they
on
can
a
jump higher
trampoline.
from water, but they can still jump 5 feet from land.
They
Oh
can-
my gosh. So
How?
the object
With
you-
what? With their stump legs?
That's what.
What
My
the-
mind is blown.
What kind of Achilles tendons are in these alligators?
I gotta find some footage of an
All
alligator.
the dinosaurs could jump?
jumping. It's just-
Changes everything.
we're lucky that meteor showed up.
Yeah. Right on
We
time.
we would not be around.
Do we stay with the alligator the rest of the show, or are we moving on?
Let's move
Wow,
on.
out of the water, alligators can really jump.
Well,
Might-
like they
might
just
as well be a shark.
they just swim and then they go out.
Yeah, and the tail just
What, like a dolphin?
yeah.
What?
Oh, I'm talking like
This is
whole
not
body
fair.
straight up out of the water.
Wow.
All right, next question.
Brooks is definitely not more afraid now.
Yeah. Stay out of the swamp.
So
We're moving our company to,
Do not
to
try to-
Florida, by the way. Did
do
you know
not
that?
try to jump the alligator.
Oh, because it'll just jump up and
yeah,
get me.
yeah. That's you just became a game
Can
at
you
that point.
Can you pretend you're an alligator with it? Go to the ground?
I've seen alligators fight alligators.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, there's no winning here.
Even if
be
I
in the room
pretend-
with the people.
All right. Emily from Patreon, would you rather live in rural Alaska and never have to work another day in your life, or live on a beach in a beautiful tropical climate,
Oh man.
but you have to work until the age of 67?
So, Alaska seems like I've never been, but seems like a very beautiful place at times. But then there are going to be times where it's always nighttime. And if
Very
you're-
cold.
If you're very very cold. If you're in rural Alaska, I think you're working every single day of your life
That's
just to live.
That's literally what this read to me is it's like never have to work another day in your life for a company, but you do have to work all day every day to stay alive, or just to stoke a fire.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: do you guys currently work?
Do I?
Do you currently have a job?
no,
Yeah.
I enjoy what I do, so I don't work a day in my life.
Okay. Well, that's great. Andy and I actually work over here.
It shows.
But we work, and I would prefer to just keep working on a beach. Like, work isn't the worst thing in the world here.
Can you podcast from a beach?
I'm pretty confident you can
The
podcast.
sea breezes can get in. You need a certain filter.
Yeah, they like
But Al can
the whole
figure that
time you're
out.
gonna hear whoosh, and
Right, you hear the ocean
waves.
every single time.
I apologize for the relaxing water sounds, everybody.
Got to
Yeah.
move our set as the tide comes in.
We do try to get as close to the water as we can. That's a good point. First sandcastle set in history.
I would just have a big wooden, dock, like a floating dock. That's where.
Oh,
that's
you're
where I
staying
set up
on the
my
water?
Absolutely,
Like
You're not gonna get seasick.
probably.
you just-
I'll have a bucket. Well, no, I'll just
Let me tell you about.
what's the difference between?
Yeah, it's gonna be a great
Yeah.
ASMR podcast
The soothing sounds of vomit.
of ocean of ocean and puke.
Ocean and puke.
That's the name of my podcast.
That album's
Ocean and
nice.
Puke.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll go to the tropical climate. Thank
yeah,
you.
me too.
Yeah.
67. Who cares?
Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good age to retire. It's not like you have to work every day until you're 95.
What is
that's about right. Right
what
there.
is it 65 or 55?
67 is the full Social Security.
Okay. When do I get on?
By the time
ARP?
we're that old, it will be like 71, 72. When can you get on ARP? I think
Yeah.
that's 60 and above or 65 and above.
What age?
Al probably knows.
They send me stuff all the time.
They're prepping you.
Like they're just like, hey, why haven't you signed up for ARP yet?
They
I'm
have-
like, what?
You're not a part of
For real?
pre-ARP?
Yes.
That's
Wow.
people over 50.
Whoa.
Yeah, they
50.
just- they
no
send me-
wonder they're sending it
They
to
send
you.
me crap all the time.
Jason, are you already up in that
No,
up in that
no,
business?
I'm actually surprised they're sending stuff to Mike. I've never seen an ARP letter before, but
That's the what does that stand for? Retired people that
I think it starts with an A, so I'm
Association
guessing it doesn't.
of American retired
awesome
people.
American retired people.
Come on, Al, you've got to have this one for us. Association of Advanced Age Retired People.
Yeah, I think nailed
There
it.
has to be some.
American Association of Retired
All right.
Persons.
All right.
Oh, persons. Okay. Okay. That's
So-
not people.
Much
They
more
need a
polite.
pre-ARP. I want discounts in my 40s is what I'm saying.
What is the
That's a
age?
student ID.
Not necessarily for us, like in our current job, our current role, but what is the age, generically speaking, that you think most people would want to retire at? Like what?
Want to? 60, 55, 60? 55?
I see. My number was like 65. I felt like that would be like the normal.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying when you're that age, but
No,
like
no.
right now, looking ahead, like I want to retire by.
50.
Yeah, I mean,
I think most people want out.
Yeah. It's, the thing is, like, do you have the means when you hit the retired to golf all day, to
Right.
pickleball all day, to go to the tropical climate? I mean, it's just it's
Talk
would-
about alligators.
what all what all can I do?
all right. New question.
After I retire.
New question. Would you rather retire at 50 with enough money to go about day-to-day life, but you're
Okay.
living
Fixed income.
fixed income and you're not splurging on anything, budgeting and
Yep.
living not super comfortably,
Right,
but you can get by at 50, but you don't have to work, or work till you're 70, but at that point you can do
Oh,
anything
man.
you want. Anything.
Oh, definitely the 51.
Yeah,
Definitely.
To
Really?
70 is
Health
too
is
far.
not. Yeah, it's too far. Your health is. Your likelihood.
65.
I mean, think about life expectancy, Jason. It's like in the mid 70s.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man.
so you're talking about getting like 5 years of kind of wrinkling around town. I mean, I'd rather just be. How many times out can I eat a month on this fixed income? 4?
Yeah, 4 times
That's
a month.
fine.
Oh,
That's fine.
man.
Once a week, I'll go out to Luby's at 4
So that means like one DoorDash.
per month.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
that's a problem. That's,
Well, I mean-
that's going to be a lot of ramen.
I just know that if you're 70, there's a decent chance you're not.
Now it's time to live.
That's exactly right.
No.
Time to learn surfing.
Yep, my hip.
That's tough. I mean, Al, how would you answer that one? Which one would you go
Maybe
with? Al?
70 was too old.
I think 70 was too old. If you had gone 60,
Then
that's
I would-
worth the wait.
I'd go 60, yeah.
What about you, Al?
Yeah, 50 or 60, whatever.
So either
He wasn't listening.
I want to
the
be on
show.
both sides.
50 or 60.
I'm
The
sorry,
answer
I
is
thought
which
said
would you
50 or
like?
70.
Whatever,
And then I
this
thought
show
you changed the
sucks.
line.
So
to
do
60.
you want the
I'm retiring earlier.
earlier? Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. What about you,
Yeah,
Brooks?
same.
Earlier.
That's the one.
Okay.
Brooks is currently retired.
I think most people who don't talk about alligators want to retire as soon as humanly possible.
I don't need
Now-
a lot of money to play pickleball all day.
Okay, Brooks, what
That's
if,
fair.
That's a
That's
fair
fair.
point.
what if we said you could retire tomorrow, but you have to go to Florida?
Oh no,
The swamps.
can't do it.
The swamps. This
Can't
is
live
good
in
to.
can't live in fear.
This is good. This is good to know. Yeah, they live in the Cretaceous down there in Florida. This is good to know.
Yeah.
I've got new gifts to purchase for this man. All right,
Do they have alligator drones that we could just fly one in?
just remote control alligator cars. Yeah. Tina from the website. Would you rather live in a house where you walk 4 flights of stairs to the kitchen, or 3 flights of stairs to the bathroom? I like this question. I once watched a TV show. People out there, they probably know it. I don't remember the name of it, so maybe they won't be able to know it. But it was basically this older couple that bought a castle in France, like an old castle, and it was all about them renovating this
Is
castle.
this a reality show?
It's a reality
Okay.
show. Took place in France. They got a moat. Like, it's beautiful.
Ooh, you get a moat.
The show's great.
So they have alligators.
For sure. Or crocodiles. Not
Yeah.
sure the difference. But
The nose shape.
is this Escape to the Chateau?
Yes, it is. Escape to the Chateau. Have you ever seen that? Al?
chateau.
No, I just looked it up. I was going to say
So
the same thing.
And your property is called the chateau?
It's called the Chateau.
That's pretty sweet.
It's in France.
Would you like to come visit my chateau?
I want a chateau.
Yeah.
But I do.
But the
Can
reason
I retire at 50 and get a chateau?
that's what they did. They just bought this chateau, and now they just use it to host like weddings and events because it's a chateau.
Oh, so it was a business.
well, they
decision.
made a business out of it. Yeah, but the point is of this whole story: one, living in a castle seemed really cool, And 2, there's massive staircases everywhere. Like
Yes.
to get from one room to the next.
And
like,
really tiny.
and this one, there's 4 stories in this thing, and there's wings of the house. And so that one of the things they have to do is they have to go up and down these staircases all the time.
I have been able to go to Europe and see some castles and stuff. These stairwells, man, are sketchy. They are so tiny.
Well, they were literally built 500 years
Why
ago.
were people
I
so
know.
little back then?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, when you're going, if you have to go up and down those stairs every single day, your odds of falling are very high.
It feels like if you buy a house with multiple flights of stairs, there's an expiration date. Like eventually you will not be able to handle that.
Well, eventually you get the
Or do you get the little lift?
You get the chair lift, and
That's
you go,
true.
You go, whee!
Do they make those faster now? It
No,
seems like they
they're
can't
so
make them
slow.
fast.
They're so slow. You
Why
could
can't we whiz you up the stairs?
seriously. Like
Just turn up take off the
The governor, yeah.
Is the man holding us down on our chair lifts?
I mean, slow it down towards the end. Don't shoot me off the other side, but
no,
just
I think that would be a nice exit.
Yeah, you
just
need
go.
a little-
It helps, especially on the way up. It just slams into the end, and you just are off and running.
It's like move your legs now, and then you land and you run
they
it.
do make a lot of knee-related helpful things for the elderly, like the chair, like the recliners that stand you all the way up.
Yeah.
You've seen those?
I have not.
Oh, they're everywhere.
It's so it's a recliner, and then when you're like, I'd like to get out now, it goes
Full
into the
stand.
standing
It stands
position.
you up, man.
Yep.
Hmm.
I've looked into them. It sounds so nice. I don't have to get out of this chair.
I've looked into
I've reached
them.
the point in my life where I don't even have to stand up by myself.
And ARP hasn't reached out, you say, huh? So 4 flights for the kitchen, 3 flights for the bathroom. I use the bathroom more than the kitchen.
And I've never had an emergency. where I'm
Right.
like, I got to get to the kitchen. If I don't get to the kitchen in 30 seconds, there's going to be a huge mess.
Your health is going to be great because if you have to make the decision in your head, I don't just have to walk over there and get a snack. I got to go 4 flights up. You might
Yeah.
burn the calories of the snack on the way up and down.
Not only that,
Or-
but they're
Or when you go down to the kitchen, you bring the kitchen back up. It's not, I'm going to grab 2 Oreos. It's, I'm going to grab 2 bags of Oreos because
True.
I'm not coming back to this
My
kitchen.
rations for the day.
alternatively, I might stay in the kitchen. I might just put a little. My office desk is now in the kitchen because it is 4 flights away.
Put like a Murphy bed in there.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I could sleep there, do my work right next to my office desk.
If you live 10 years with the 3 flights for the bathroom situation, how many accidents are you having?
Oh, so many. so many.
Despite having pooped my pants, I don't find a lot of emergency trips to the bathroom.
Not a lot of speed walking.
Not a ton.
Think about 3 flights at 1 in the morning,
oh,
and
man.
you're
The morning ones.
You're like you've had a big night out, and you're getting up at 1 because you got to go take a dinkle.
Here's the
Are
deal.
these down? Do
This
you go
morning,
down to the bathroom or up
both,
to the bathroom?
Both directions.
Well,
It's always
I'm just thinking middle of the night going down to the bathroom might be more dangerous.
either way, you've got to come back. So you're going to do both.
Yeah, but I'll be more awake after
Yeah.
the poop is all I'm
This
saying.
morning, I had to go to the bathroom so bad, but I was so sleepy.
much.
Just a giant morning pee.
okay.
But I was so sleepy, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of the bed.
Wait,
And so,
wait.
so I just
So
what'd you do?
You let the sleep overcome
Yes.
the need to urinate.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you suppressed it?
I suppressed it for another
You
hour.
absorbed it?
Did you go back to sleep
So I
Or
couldn't
you
ever
just lay
really
there?
get to sleep
because you had to pee?
because I had to pee so bad. But
I've fought it before.
my point is, when I'm fighting this because I don't want to get out of bed and walk a few feet.
yeah.
And I'm going to end up with a bucket if I, you know what I mean?
bedpan.
I'm just going to have like a little pee box.
You just need a
upstairs.
bed that can stand you up when you're done sleeping.
Yeah.
But it raises your spouse too, so
Just-
she has to get up.
Does this bed have a toilet? I would like a bed with a toilet, please. You've got to go. You've got to go 4 flights of stairs to
Yeah.
the kitchen here. And honestly,
Has to be.
truly,
What's
that would be much healthier because the amount of times where, I mean, it's a habit, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, even though I'm the fat guy. Where it's like sometimes you just go and you open that fridge door, and you know what I mean. You're just like,
Sure.
I'm just wanting to. It's like I'm almost looking for something to do
Right.
Not hungry. I just like, there's a fridge. I should open that and see if there's anything I like.
Is there a number of flight of stairs that you can hit that it switches? Like if this is 10 flights of stairs to the kitchen or 3 to the bathroom.
Yeah, I think it's going to be double, 6.
10
Okay.
flights to the kitchen.
I'm just throwing out a big number.
I'm going to start doing one of those you eat once and fast the rest of the day things. Wow. Okay, let's enter.
How many flights of stairs to the restaurant?
That's a
I'll
lot.
take that.
Into the situation room we go.
Spitwads, PrizePicks is going to be the most fun you've had, winning up to 25 times your money this football season. And now you can play during basketball season too. You just select 2 or more players. You pick more or less on their projected stats, and you place your entry. PrizePicks is a really, really fun way to test your skills this season. It's the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. It's really, really simple. You can make your picks and submit your entry in less than 60 seconds, and they do all sorts of bonuses and things going on, like how about Taco Tuesdays? Taco Tuesday each Tuesday, PrizePicks, they're going to discount selected player projections up to 25% just to provide you with even more value. I could tell you their UI is one of my absolute favorites. It's so simple. It's so quick. It's so easy to use. And this time of year, you might want to make a happiness hedge. You know, maybe take say, oh, my opponent's playing these guys, so I'm going to think they're going to do really good this week so I can be happy no matter what. But PrizePicks is a lot of fun. So go to prizepicks.com/spitballers and use code SPITBALLERS for a first deposit match up to $100. Go to prizepicks.com/spitballers. Use the code SPITBALLERS for a first deposit match up to $100.
The Situation Room.
All righty. Here we go. Isaac from Patreon, your local wizard, has once again approached you with a proposition. He can bring any one future invention into the present day for the world to use, but the catch is you and your family can never use it. What future invention do you give to the world?
Oh, man. That sucks.
That you can't use it?
Yeah, that you can't use it? I see all this great new tech and then get jealous?
I have one. I have an idea here that you may not be jealous of, but it seems like if we had it, we could solve a lot of world hunger problems. What if we had like a essentially a 3D printer for food, which I'm sure they're working on that out there somewhere.
Okay.
But it's like it's bugs.
Huh?
It's like it's insects. That's the
So are you trying to create something that solves other people's problems but is also still gross for you?
yes. So like imagine,
the
like it
world
makes-
gets to eat bugs.
yeah. So like it's
Like
like
crickets.
like crickets and locusts, which apparently like, very nutritional.
Yeah,
Should-
protein rich.
Should you eat them? But it's like, yeah, you put it in the 3D printer, and then it makes it look like a steak,
So just to be
and it
clear,
still tastes good,
hold
but
on.
it's made out of bugs.
Hold on. Just to be clear,
Okay.
rather than have the entire populace of the world happy to eat something
Just a steak maker.
like a steak maker,
Right.
you'd rather feed the whole world bugs
Well, what's the steak made out of?
to make you not jealous of their food.
and
No,
I'm
no.
guessing that the steak is made out of cow.
Oh, but
Yeah.
the problem is you can't. We don't have enough cows for everybody.
Well, what you got?
But there's enough bugs.
this 3D printer. Where's it getting the source material from? Thin air, elements?
No, but you collect bugs.
Wait, but just collect the bugs. Why do you need the printer?
So what you're bringing back
Because
from the future
you're
is
saying
more
the
bugs.
You're saying the printer takes the bugs and makes it into a different shape.
Yes, different shaped meal.
That's not a future invention anybody's looking at.
Well, it's not one that's actually going to ever be made. So this local wizard's going to go to find it and be like, he's going to come back and say,
Nobody ever
Mike,
did the bug steak thing.
Mike, they never invented this great idea of yours.
Well,
no one
then-
ever made a bug food maker.
And I'll say, perfect. I'm on it.
What about something that lets people habitably live anywhere so the population spreads out? Is that an invention in the future?
Okay.
I feel like what you need to live
So like a
spread
pod?
out
I'm
is
just thinking that helps me inadvertently, right? Like it lets you go live anywhere.
Yeah, I mean that requires electricity. It's basically got to have like plumbing and electricity on the go, because that's really what would allow the average person to.
That seems doable though, because solar technology will improve over the next 1,000 years to where you should be able to sustain. And then, I don't know, we turn your pee into whatever, something to get rid of carbon dioxide.
Refine it.
Okay, I'm gonna go. So I was thinking, okay, do you bring back like cures to diseases?
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, obviously that sucks. I really hope my family does not get that disease that I've cured for everyone else, but not me.
If it's contagious, you'll be good.
And so now I don't really get anything out of this. I mean,
What about a plaque?
because now there's that would be nice. I would appreciate a plaque.
Like a statue. Jason Moore.
The selflessest person ever.
He brought in the cure for cancer,
But
knowing he couldn't use it.
I mean, the traffic jams with so many more people, that would be really tough. So I'm going to
Because
instead.
they lived, you're saying?
Yeah. Instead,
I'm with you.
I feel like there was a jump
I'm with
in
you.
there somewhere.
I'm going to bring back teleportation.
It
It is going to happen,
it's
Mike.
not
It is going to happen.
It is not going to happen.
This is Spitwads. Jason has been holding tightly to this fact that he believes we will eventually teleport everywhere.
Yes, I believe
Which
we will
of
get
course will
teleportation.
never happen.
It will. Quantum entanglement, we will have teleportation. But when that happens,
That's a foregone conclusion.
yes,
Moving on.
It is. When that happens, my freeways are open. I mean, I'm just.
They're not keeping that system maintained for you
Yeah,
alone.
Well, here's
They
the
don't
problem. Like, okay, if you could teleport, right?
Yeah.
Where in your mind of somehow we have figured this out?
Yeah.
Can you just go anywhere, or does there need to be
there
a
would
device?
have to be a device on the
So
other end. It's
this-
an airport, basically.
Right, with
Keyword air.
with like 3-hour lines, like just huge lines to use the teleportation.
How long does it take to disentangle yourself?
No, I think it will be an instant travel, and
And it won't even be you; it'll be your clone.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's,
See, there's a big problem here.
That's interesting. But I can't use it, Mike, so I'm okay. All of the rest of the world
Hey, are you still you?
are
To be
dying
clear, this
and
is
being
also
reborn.
that you can drive on empty freeways.
Yes.
Okay. I thought about giving space travel, but I'd be so jealous. Everyone leaving, I'd never be
Yeah.
able to use it.
Bug steaks.
Bug steaks. Man.
Now you've talked me into bug steaks.
You're not eating them,
No, that's the key.
but they're delicious.
Al, I need you to pick one of these 3 situation rooms for me to go through, because I think we're going to get into the draft after that.
All right, let's go to Daniel's.
Daniel from Patreon, your local wizard.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
that
man.
wasn't long.
I've been gone for a whole question.
He has an idea. If you choose to, you can commit any crime,
Ooh.
and the wizard has the power to make that the last time anyone ever commits that crime.
What is this is the trolley situation.
This is
What is
bad.
happening?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough power left over to save you from the consequences of the crime. So you will do the appropriate time for the
man.
crime.
Oh, man.
Do you take him up on this or abstain?
This podcast, we have a storied history of being very anti-murder.
Yes.
But you'd have to murder.
We are. I know. That's what I'm saying. To stop murder, you have to do the murder.
Oh,
and we have declared many times on this show, kids, don't do the murder.
Now, hold on a second. If you accidentally do the murder in self-defense, does it only get rid of self-defense?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that would be bad.
Yes.
That would be-
that'd be really bad. No one can protect
First
themselves.
degree just skyrockets.
So you have to make sure you're committing actual murder.
Yeah, you got to plan it, and we
Is
say
murder our biggest crime that would help?
I mean, you could do like theft, like because I feel like you could steal something.
Lying?
Uh,
That's not a
crime.
crime.
No,
That's
it's
not a
no,
crime.
no
But-
laws against
but
that.
but if you stole, you could steal something of little to no value. Like if you stole $1 from somebody, that counts, and now there's no
Oh.
more stealing. That's a pretty good way out.
I know what I'm doing.
And I'll deal with the consequences of stealing $1.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's
that's a pretty
a
good
good
answer.
trick. I was gonna try to scam someone on a phone call.
Oh, telemarketer.
I think I was gonna try to but it has to be
Oh.
illegal. So an
Okay.
illegal scam via telemarketing, that can't be hard time,
Can we?
but that would help the world a lot.
Can we like encompass that into like the emails too, the phishing emails?
Ooh, spam? Like
Like-
a spam campaign?
The phishing emails out there are getting pretty good. Like
You been hooked?
I have not, but I have definitely had to like double check some before. I mean, you're always doing the thing where you click like, okay, what's the actual email address this is coming from, and that was easy. But I got hit from one that was like a help.apple.com or something. They had gotten Apple into the actual email address, and I was like, well, this is strange. And then Googling it, it was no, this is a fraudulent email. But they're getting so sophisticated now.
They must be getting so many of those ARP.
Oh,
all the ARPs.
All the old people's money is gone. It has now been stolen.
I feel really bad for old people who have email. They're getting it. There's
Like,
no way to protect yourself.
I already clicked this link 10 times.
Let me put the login in one more time.
I already gave you my bank account.
You need my social again?
We're going to be those people getting bamboozled, too.
Eventually we will.
Yeah, but it'll come in the teleportation machine.
So
what
that's
oth-
my
what-
clone's problem.
what other
Nice.
crimes?
I know mine
Okay.
because the worst crimes that you want to get rid of, I'm not
Right.
committing.
Right.
But I think drugs are a real problem
Okay.
for a lot of people. So
Okay.
if I do illegal drugs, which, look, take one for the team.
Sorry, you have to OD.
I'm cleaning the streets. I don't have to OD. I don't have to die. So
No,
you're saying-
OD doesn't mean you die.
Well,
Usually.
oftentimes
Hospitalized.
Yeah, usually.
you don't ever die unless you OD. You can OD without dying, but you don't die without ODing.
So you're going to do some drugs?
So I'm gonna do some drugs to clean up the streets.
Now you only get
This
rid
is
of.
for you,
this
kids.
is for you.
You've got a 10-minute period to do as many of the drugs you want to eliminate.
Yeah, you got to
Oh
do
no,
them
I
all.
only eliminate the
Yeah.
drugs I do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you stole $1 and apparently got rid of all
No,
theft.
I mean that's theft.
yeah.
Well, but doing a drug. That's what the judge says, right?
He's doing a drug.
You were doing drugs.
You're very knowledgeable.
First degree drug taking. I don't know what to take, but I'm gonna take the worst. I'm gonna get the worst stuff off the
Oh,
street.
yeah.
fentanyl. Got it.
You're the drug doer.
We might have time for one more, huh?
What else
We
does
got
the
time
local
for one
wizard
more?
have?
Yeah, I think the last one there will be
All right.
pretty quick.
Whittison from Patreon. You're presented with the opportunity to double one, half one, and keep one the same. Your strength, your speed, and your knowledge.
Oh, man.
Double one, have one, keep one the same.
Wow.
Strength, speed, knowledge.
I'm having my speed. That one I know.
You're doubling it?
Having.
Oh,
I'm
you're gonna
having
okay.
my speed because I'm not that fast.
But here's the thing, Jason. Because I started immediately
That's got to be
thinking
like
about this.
walking speed and everything, right?
Yeah, no, there's everything.
Okay.
So we are definitely not the fastest people in the world. We aren't like world-class athletes. But like we did a many years ago, you ran a 40-yard dash and
Yeah.
you were at like 5 point something.
Okay.
Cut that in half. Double your speed and you are running at elite.
You're
like
the fastest
you might
in the
be
world.
the fastest person in the world.
You would be.
Oh wow, I did
Good.
not think of that.
Like even if you ran a 6-second 40-yard dash, you would run a 3-second 40. Am I doing that?
No, you're
right?
doing it 100% right. And of course,
So you are the fastest person in the world by a lot.
you'd win every Olympic event. You'd play in the NFL at
You could do whatever you
You
wanted.
could start the NFL at 40.
Mike, you're doing some great work over here. I mean, that's incredible because I'm thinking like, what can I bench press? I could bench press, I don't know, just say about 200 pounds.
Right.
There's people who can bench press
Yes,
400
there are.
pounds.
You can get there.
So that's not worth it.
Right.
I'm
agree.
not looking to lift a car. I don't, and I'm not looking to help anybody move. So doubling my strength is probably not going to be that great for me. I'll open a jar of pickles easier.
Now
but-
hold on.
you got
If you double your speed, that means you are going to have either your strength or your knowledge, right?
Yes.
So you said, you would become
This is like the character building on.
you
a
would
video
become
game.
much weaker unless you're going to get rid of half your knowledge.
You-
No one's getting rid of half their knowledge.
no,
can't
the
go there.
knowledge.
That's the double.
It could
It's
be.
got to be the. It's got to
Except
be
for
the
Jason,
double.
who's the fastest man alive.
It's got to be the double or the normal. You cannot half your knowledge. If you half your knowledge, I mean, you're just.
Your
I
speed
guess
means
I
nothing.
could.
You're so stupid.
Oh, I'm so smart.
That's my voice.
Yeah, it was
No,
just
I
now.
mean, I think you have to. I'm going to double knowledge.
It would be sweet.
I'm going to have to. I'm not
Also,
s-
being the fastest person alive.
I don't
is
think
pretty
doubling
sweet.
knowledge would be as sweet as you think. This is not doubling your intelligence. It's not making you able to think through things in a much. It's just total knowledge.
Okay.
which is
I
a
feel-
form of intelligence.
Yes, it is. Your book smarts. Yes, you'll have a lot of encyclopedic knowledge. But
you know how
my
many quips I could throw in?
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
unlimited.
But my point is, like, I'm getting through life just fine with my limited knowledge. Okay, like
But you're getting through life just fine with your speed and your strength.
But if you double any of our knowledge,
Right.
That would
I
be-
don't think we're doing anything great. Double our knowledge.
I would be saying peace out to both of you suckers. I'm finding some better company.
Yeah,
You-
You
would
double
have-
my knowledge,
you
I'm
would
out
have-
of here.
You wouldn't
You'd
want to
have
be
to.
around us.
You would have to.
I know.
Everyone else would be so dumb to you.
And now you're hanging out with the nerds, the boring old nerds. I mean, enjoy your new friend
I'm
group,
kicking some
nerd.
butt on the stock market.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
because
yeah,
I'm
you ever,
sipping bourbon in a sitting room
you ever-
somewhere.
you seen Limitless?
But that's the thing. That
That's
increased his
knowledge.
intelligence, not his knowledge.
Have you not heard that knowledge is power?
Yeah.
I have heard that. And that is true. But
and it's half the battle.
it's not like
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Mike.
all right.
G.I.
I'm keeping my
Joe
knowledge
taught
the
me
same.
that.
I'm taking half the strength and I'm doubling my speed. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I mean, it would be, it would be to be that fast. Like when I just
Which
watching,
one are you having? Your strength?
Yeah.
Then I'm doubling my strength because I'm finally going to be stronger than you, and it's going to be great.
Just gonna throw me around. If you can catch me, which you can't.
Okay, I'm on team speed. Always wins. I will. I'm gonna double the speed. I'm vain.
Yeah, let's go, Mike. I'll be out wide left. You be
Yeah.
out wide right.
Yes.
I mean, if you were that fast, 3 seconds 40, and you're 40, so
Yeah,
if you ran
right.
a 3 second 40 at 40,
Mhm.
do you get a job in the NFL right now?
Probably.
Yeah,
Just
I
running
think
fly
so.
routes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably do. Also,
Now
I'm-
you double your speed, but not your cardio.
Oh well, then
Yeah,
I,
we
I
can
would
get
run
there.
10 yards
but we can
at that
I mean,
speed.
Well, like with double speed, even at 40, then you can do the Olympics.
This is interesting. Now it's time.
I'll
to
just jog if I
Right.
don't have the cardio. This is easy.
he'll settle for a 4 second 40
Yeah, exactly.
just to have a casual
I'm
jaunt.
not giving it anything until the ball's in my hand, and then see you later.
Oh, that would be a lot of screens. All right, we're drafting.
The Spitballers Draft.
Well, we are drafting the best dog breeds
Yes, we are.
as defined by our individual subjective
Mm-hmm.
determination of what best means.
Yeah, that's kind of all of our drafts.
Exactly. just setting up the table here. Mike, go ahead and make the first pick.
So I feel like I could play the game with this particular breed, but I'm not sure that it matters in this draft. So I'm just taking my favorite dog. I will be taking the English Bulldog. They are like so ugly that they are beautiful dogs. They got the smash face.
That's that's the pan face, right?
Yes, it's the smash face. They always have the underbite. Their teeth are sticking out the bottom.
Is
they're
that
they're
you said
usually
English bulldog?
Yeah.
And is that the same as just what we would normally consider a bulldog?
Yeah, mostly. There's other
There's like French bulldogs, right?
yes, which someone could take that. That's why I was being specific of
Gotcha.
the English bulldog.
We'll give you all the bulldogs.
They were bred that way, which like just gruesome dog knowledge. Like they were bred that way so that they could fight bears.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean? What? How does a smushed face help you fight a bear?
I do not know.
The
but
smush face came after
but-
the fight.
But there used to be, back in the old times, they would have fights and they would put the dogs
I'll
against
take
a bear.
the bear. But
Yeah,
he was
you would-
bred for this. Yeah, I'll
you would
take the
think.
bear.
But they're always snorting. They're so cute and they're so much fun.
I think
I
they have
love-
a lot of health
love
problems.
bulldogs. Yes, they do.
from the breeding for bears
Yes,
thing.
Yeah.
yes. They said they weren't really worried about longevity. They were worried about bears.
Ah,
That makes
It's not a
absolutely
really long life if you're fighting
that makes
bears.
no sense whatsoever to me on any level. One, why would you breed dogs to fight bears?
I don't know, man.
Like, it's not
'Cause
going to help you.
There was
Two,
no internet. There
how?
wasn't a lot to do.
How do you go, you know what, we need to breed these dogs for bears. Okay, what do we do?
We get the face smashed in.
Okay. How do you breed a smushed
I
face?
don't know. We've made all of
I
these
need double the
breeds.
knowledge.
I
'cause-
don't know anything about breeding smush faces, to be fair.
All right, so I get the first pick instead of smushed face. This one I feel obligated to take.
See, I didn't fall into that trap.
And well, this isn't.
I went with my heart.
No, this is my heart. This is my favorite dog. This
You're
is the
just
dog.
obligated. Matters of the heart are often obligations.
I feel obligated because this is my personal
Oh,
dog.
okay,
It is my
okay.
personal dog because it is my favorite breed of dog.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take a golden doodle because
Okay.
I don't want the shedding of a
the
golden
new
retriever.
hotness.
I don't want the sassiness of a poodle. So I'm going to take a golden doodle. That's
Now,
two-thirds of my dogs.
How would your other dogs that you've had in the past that have come and gone
Mhm.
feel about this decision just based on your new hotness?
They would say, I wish I could be as good as a golden doodle.
Okay.
I wish I could not shed. I wish I could be big and strong.
Now, you're saying all these things, and so you for a while had 2 golden doodles.
Yes, still do.
And then you got you still do, sorry. But then you're like, I need a third dog,
Mm-hmm.
but it will not be the great golden doodle dog.
Yeah. 3 big dogs, too much dog. So I got a
okay.
tiny dog to add to the mix.
We have a golden doodle as well.
Oh, what
That's
a good
the
pick.
extent of my dog breed knowledge.
There you
The
go.
golden doodle that we
really?
got. Yes. So I'm choosing
Interesting.
all dogs based on a different selector here.
Okay, do we
Okay.
get to know?
I didn't grow up with dogs. I wasn't a pet guy.
Really?
I don't
All right.
find them all that amazing.
Oh, they're not amazing. They're the best.
I will say that my wife recently accidentally
Got a second dog?
got our golden
happens.
doodle trimmed at the groomer. They misinterpreted her, and now he
Oh,
looks
man.
like a poodle.
Yes, yes. The grooming of the long-haired dogs is very difficult to get exactly how you want the dog to look because they're
Well,
like
he looks stupid now.
they're like,
I don't
what-
even respect him.
you're like, well, no, it's supposed to look like this. You're like, yeah, but I don't want it to look like that.
Right.
But what if it did?
They have strong opinions, the groomers.
Oh, very strong.
And they got the little poof on the foot. It looks so
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh, he's got the poofy
No,
feet.
he's just got
Okay.
a poodle face now, and it's like she said something about trimming a little extra around his mouth, and zip,
You
it
gotta
was
ask.
gone.
You gotta ask for the teddy bear face.
Yes, the puppy cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyways, I
Pro
don't
tips,
respect
everybody.
him. He looks stupid, and I've been making fun of him to his face.
He'll be back in a couple months.
But no, I'm picking dogs based on how much damage they can inflict.
All right,
all right.
So
All
I am
right.
beginning
Wait.
with, and combined with how much they resemble something cool, like a cool looking
like
dog.
former presidents.
All right.
Um,
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm- so
I'm
my-
writing down my first guess then of your.
I'm
damage.
going with a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
That is my very
Yeah.
first guess.
it's rinse and tin, bro.
I didn't think about the utilization of them as police dogs.
Yes.
German Shepherds are awesome.
They'll rip you up.
They're
Yeah.
brilliant dogs. They're very smart, but they're also terrible puppies. Like you
Yeah,
gotta
don't
you gotta
care.
make it to year 2 before you can love this dog, and then they're the best dog ever.
And then I'm following that up with a Rottweiler.
Yeah,
I'm going with a Rottweiler because, again, will rip you up.
yeah. Rottweilers can do some real damage. They're also beautiful dogs. Like,
I am ranking
and
them.
awesome.
I'm ranking them by dogs that if I hit a ball over a neighbor's fence as a kid and
ah,
I wanted to jump
Sandlot
over,
rules.
jump over and get that ball,
Yeah.
I would be at risk.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You hit that ball, you go, well, that's gone.
Yes.
That's gone forever.
The dog will either eat the ball or eat you if you try to pursue and get the ball.
Okay.
So I'm going with Rottweiler as my second because I'm
No,
gonna.
it's a good pick.
I'm just.
it's on my list.
It's more of a battle royale for me.
So Al,
So-
make sure the poll.
It's best dog breeds,
I'll
and
take
they
a
will
Chihuahua.
they will interpret it however they want.
well,
All right.
if you put some bears in this fight,
Yeah, the
You
flat
know-
face will
you
really
know
get
who
them.
to call.
Yeah. For the record, I would take a German Shepherd over the flat-faced dog in a fight against bears, despite the breeding.
Yeah, you don't know your history.
I do not. All right. Ironically, I am going to take a dog that I do think in a battle royale would be a good pick. But this was next on my list. I think these are the most amazing dogs, and if you've never, you'll know the dog when I say it. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh yeah, okay. But if you've never actually in real life been around one, you do not realize how big they are. They are horses. I'm taking a Great Dane.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are very horse-like.
Saddle up and ride, because I had a friend in college who had 2 Great Danes, and these were giant 4 Great Danes. I couldn't believe it. Standing on all 4 feet, I felt like they were almost my height. I was terrified to walk in that house, because if these dogs had a problem with me,
Right.
I lose.
And they can just look over your fence.
Yes.
Like when they go up on the highlights, they're just like, hey, what's going on over there? I'm just 8 feet tall now.
They're so big.
They don't live very long, though, right?
I
Isn't
don't
that the,
think
that's
so.
the sad part of the
Yeah.
Great Dane, isn't it? Just a
I
few,
think- I
like
think-
4 years or something?
I don't know about 4.
That's the
but-
downside. They should just be Danes.
But I think it's a all big dog problem. They don't live as long.
And they're
Uh,
huge, so they're
yes.
at the bottom of that list.
Yes, they are very, very big. All right.
Okay, Mike.
I'm gonna go with my next pick.
If it's French Bulldog, man, you really pulled one over on us.
I do love French Bulldogs, but no, I'm not going with that. We're gonna go with a Husky. Which
Dang it.
yeah.
they are.
It was going to be my
They are. Oh, for
Really?
Well, because that one looks like a wolf to
It
me.
does.
So even though it's not as dangerous,
Huskies are
I want a wolf.
beautiful.
Can I draft wolf?
What color eyes are we working with here? Maybe
Oh, you gotta
Oh,
go. You gotta
blue.
we gotta go with those baby blues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
like the one blue. I like when they've got the
okay,
different colored
okay.
eyes.
Okay. And they're incredible creatures. I don't feel like I can have a husky here in Arizona. It would be just mean to that dog who will never ever see the snow and will be hot all the time.
Just take him to the groomer, Mike. They won't mind.
just buzz him.
Mhm.
Just all the way down to the skin.
Can you pluck this dog? Just take it all out.
All right. So I got the English Bulldog. I got the Husky. And then you went with the hybrid breed, Jason. So I'm going to go with the old-fashioned, the
Okay.
Golden Retriever,
Yep.
which these are also beautiful dogs. And they are – I think they're also terrible puppies.
Yes.
They're like very-
Labs, German Shepherds, and Golden Retrievers. Nightmare puppies. They're just too playful, too out of control.
Too much energy.
And then they're the best dogs.
But then when
ever.
they get big, they are like the friendliest dogs. Like they're the kind of dog where they look like they're smiling all the time, and they're
Mhm.
just super happy. They're so excited to see you.
They're
Like-
smart and they're
like, hey, there you are. Like, do I know you, Mister Dog? No, but there you are, and I love you.
When you think
Like,
of like
all right.
man's best friend,
Yeah,
type
Golden
of
Retrievers.
adage referring to dogs, you think of Golden Retrievers. They are so loyal, but enjoy all the hair you're going to be sweeping up.
That's the other problem. I will never have a Golden Retriever
Yeah.
because of the shedding.
Yeah. All right. Is that you got
That's
both?
my 2. Yeah.
All right. So I am back up here. I got a couple ways I can go here. I love the way one of these looks, but I think they're terrible dogs. So I don't.
Interesting.
Oh man, but it's such a cool looking dog and so famous. They're at the fire stations. I'm taking them.
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
oh,
to.
yeah, it's on my list.
This is the
I
place.
think they are terrible dogs.
This is the place to draft
I've
them
heard
because
they're
I
mean.
exactly. I don't want to actually own a Dalmatian, but Dalmatians are so cool.
Are they getting a bad rap though?
I don't think so. I think
No,
they're
I think they
literally
got a good rap from the movies, and then people went out and got them, and they were like,
Because
"This sucks."
like pit bulls get a bad rap because if they are trained to be mean. This feels like a dog that Andy should select.
I should take.
But they're not. Like they're fantastic dogs. But I've heard Dalmatians are just mean. Are they? Or does anyone know?
I think that's true.
Okay, is that because
I mean, does anybody know? I've never had a Dalmatian, but
because they have to live at the fire depot, right?
right,
Yeah,
the
that's-
fire station.
They do have
Yeah.
to stay down
or
there.
with Cruella.
Dalmatians.
Well, they don't live with Cruella.
Well, they eventually they do.
they lived.
Yeah. Oh man.
Dalmatians originated as war dogs.
Oh, what?
And hunting animals. So,
Why did we put spots on them?
Well, I don't know that we put the spots on them, but yeah, I'll take a Dalmatian because they're really, really cool looking, very famous dogs, and I don't have to have this in my house.
Well, perfect. Then I'm left with
Yes.
the pit bull.
Yeah, great selection.
As my next pick. Rottweilers are the same where like they can be really like I think Rottweilers are really aggressive towards other dogs and they get a bad rap too. Like all those dogs get a bad rap in part because bad owners, right? Like bad dog owners.
They're trained to be that way.
But I will go with pit bull for my third pick and to fill out my perfect 4-pack of intimidating dogs.
All right.
I'm going to go with the one that I was neighbors with that many a time I wanted to tempt fate and jump over the fence, but they had 2 gigantic Doberman pinschers.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I think they're in contention for coolest silhouette of a dog.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're guard dogs. So, I mean, these things.
Yeah, that's Mr. Burns' dogs.
My brother was up on the fence once, and the dog jumped up and, oh, no, wait, that was a Dalmatian.
Ooh!
He got bit by a Dalmatian.
Of course he did.
That jumped up.
Some monsters.
The Doberman never got him. But they are scary-looking dogs.
They are.
Especially as a kid. They're so tall. Those pointy ears.
Yes.
So,
I confuse Rottweilers with Doberman pinschers, and now that I'm looking at because sometimes I think we had a Rottweiler growing up. We had a Doberman pinscher, but it had the Rottweiler coloring. It was the black and brown, but it was the thin. It was the story I think I've told where we had this dog on a leash in our backyard, and he jumped over the fence.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And we thought he hung himself. He did not,
No.
thankfully.
they're very delightful. Those ears pointing straight up are pretty cool.
And if you watch,
Like, I'm going to eat you now.
yeah, similar to your silhouette comment, if you want to watch a dog just run, like that's one of the best looking dogs on the move. All right, my final pick.
Yes, that is. Yep.
Okay, I got quite a few here that I could go with. Do I go with the name? Both of these are important to me because of the name. I'm gonna go with the dog that I really do like. It's hypoallergenic.
Okay.
So I could have this dog in my house, and I want a tiny dog on my list here. And
Are you allergic to dogs?
I'm not, but the rest of my family is.
Okay.
So
Got it.
For my boys, I gotta have a
Right.
non. How do you say that?
Dander?
Allergenic?
That's what allergenic.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got
whatever.
it.
Hyperallergenic.
But I love the name.
Hypo.
This name is important to me. I've been saying a lot. I'm gonna take a Bichon Frise. In part because I want Bijan Robinson in a fantasy football draft. And
This is a weird crossover
It's
right
a
now.
weird crossover, but I'm taking a Bichon Frise.
Okay.
It's a good little dog.
Yeah, we had a Bichon Poo for many years.
Yeah, that's just
So
a Bichon Frise with a poodle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rascally fella.
Yeah, they're sometimes they get
little
yappy.
erratic.
Little
Yeah.
yappy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am
But
up.
it's fun to say. Bichon Frise.
Yeah. It's not bad.
All right.
What's a dog name you like to say, Mike?
Ooh.
I've got one on my list.
Oh, come on.
It's a cockapoo.
Grow up.
It's a cockapoo. Yes.
Oh,
That was the-
I thought
you
it
were
was a
going the
Shih
other
Tzu,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both are great.
Is
right.
he?
So I am very torn right now for my final pick between going with my first dog, the breed of the first dog I ever had, or staying with #Team Big Dog, because I'm very much on Team Big Dog.
And now, is that because of demeanor, or is that because you actually just like a big dog?
I just like a big dog. I feel like with the little ones, I'm like,
gonna hurt him?
yeah, like
Okay.
I might accidentally step on you,
Huh.
and I don't know.
I mean, big dogs are generally calmer.
I did have my small dog for one day before breaking
There you go.
her arm and
Yeah,
having to take her to surgery.
There
Why
you
did you
go.
do that, by the way?
It was my son.
Oh.
So
Well,
Wasn't me, everybody. Take care of it, PETA. I'm gonna go with I'll go with Big Dog. I'm gonna take a boxer. Boxers are incredible dogs.
that's a cool dog.
My wife when I met her, they had a big old boxer. He was just like just so smart, but so gentle and kind of despite the gigantic size. And I like the smooth hair dogs too more than the long hair. I know I have 2 Bernedoodles now because my kids are allergic to dogs too. But when I prefer the look of a dog, I like that smooth, the short hair just looking real sleek.
Boxers are so sweet and scary.
Yes.
Like if I can't just go up and pet a boxer. I can't do it. If I don't know the boxer.
Sure.
Is too big and scary.
This is quite the interesting bunch. Mike has the well-rounded English Bulldog, Husky, Golden Retriever, and Boxer. Jason's a little eccentric, I think. It bounces around, but the Golden Doodle, I mean, you got to love the Golden Doodle. The Great Dane, enormous. Dalmatian,
mean.
Ferocious.
And Bichon Frise sounds cool.
Yeah, thank you.
And then, don't mess with my gang.
Yeah, that's true.
The
German
Shepherd, Rottweiler, Pit Bull, and Doberman Pinscher. Wow.
Yeah, we're a tough crowd.
You missed the Mastiff, though. You missed.
Yeah.
Needed to go another.
I saw
round.
something called a wolf dog, but I didn't think that would count because it seems about 50-50.
No, I think that is a dog, and they are.
I heard
they're ginormous.
Yeah, I heard they're awful too.
Oh, are they?
Like super dangerous. Yeah.
Like a wolf?
I kind of like the wolf part of them.
It's half wolf.
That's the part that's scary. All right, we're moving. Oh, did you have any other ones you wanted to mention real quick?
The other one I was thinking about taking was the Beagle, but those.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a rapscallion?
Yeah.
Beagles are way too smart, and they are.
They'll
sneaky.
also eat themselves to death.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will literally. They
Don't
will
make me tell our beagle story.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We in the Moore household we say, or my wife says to me, "Don't beagle yourself." That's a common phrase.
Because
in
you
our
might
house.
might eat yourself to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
See, when you said that phrase, I pictured a dog chewing on itself.
Oh no.
They won't eat themselves.
If it got in, we literally. This is not a joke. There was a party we were at. They had a 6-foot Subway sub. And it was in the other room.
Oh man!
And they had a beagle, and this beagle ate so much. Thank goodness we caught it
Right.
halfway through. It was
So you had a 3-foot
cartoon
sandwich.
character. The beagle looked like it had 4 feet of sandwich in this small little dog because it did.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
But they're very funny, but they are.
And
If you are not careful, yes, they get chonky real easy.
if I throw out another name, it's just Cockapoo.
Yes. And I thought about Shar-Pei
What did we learn today?
because they're so wrinkly.
You like your dogs, though. You know the dog world. I mean, you knew that cool fact about the bears. That is the
Yeah.
thing I learned today.
Yeah,
That the flat face.
It's called bear baiting, I believe.
The
It's a
world
weird
was
thing.
very weird. They had nothing to do without the internet.
I learned that alligators can jump, so be more afraid of alligators and crocodiles than you already were.
I learned that I got to get my staff working on the bug stakes.
Yeah, no, that
Wave of the future.
By the way, the one dog I feel like I need to mention because they're so sweet. Australian Greyhounds.
Oh,
Australian Greyhounds.
you like the greyhounds?
I think they're well, not the big ones.
What am I thinking of then?
The Australian Greyhounds are smaller.
Oh, because I like
Sweet dogs.
almost all breeds of dogs, but greyhounds are hideous.
Yeah, they're really ugly.
Like,
The
there's
tiny little face.
There's people that love greyhounds, and it's just like I've tried. I can't get behind this.
And before we leave, do you have a favorite dog breed, Al? Do you have one that?
Australian Shepherds.
Oh,
okay.
those are great dogs.
Super smart.
Yeah, they are. Too smart.
Little too smart for their own good. Thank you for tuning in to the Spitballers podcast. Tell your friends.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll catch you next week with a brand new one.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.